It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by Ouachita Valley Respiratory Care, where you can breathe a little easier, and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. This legendary director, producer, and screenwriter was known for using gimmicks to promote his movies, an idea that became his trademark. William Castle is today known for his low-budget horror movies, though much of his output early on consisted of westerns and crime dramas. Born William Schloss Jr. in New York City on April 24, 1914, Castle grew up in a Jewish family. His original surname was the German translation for Castle. His mother died when he was 9, and just a year later, he lost his father. Now an orphan, the 11-year-old began living with his older sister. At 13, he went to see the original stage production with Bela Lugosi in the role that later made him an icon of horror films. He got the chance to meet Lugosi during one performance. At 23 years old, Castle, a high school dropout, left for Hollywood, where he joined Columbia Pictures. Beginning as a dialogue director for the 1940 film Music in My Heart, Castle was one of a few people whom Columbia studio boss Harry Cohn, known for his abrasiveness and barbarism, actually liked. He learned the film business and graduated to directing inexpensive B-movies, the first being The Chance of a Lifetime, released in 1943. Ambitions unsatisfied, Castle began to make films independently, but it wasn't until 1958 that he found his niche with the movie Macabre. He financed the movie by mortgaging his house, and then came up with the idea to give every customer for a $1,000 life insurance policy from Lloyd's of London in case they should die of fright during the film. He stationed nurses in the lobbies, with hearses parked outside the theaters. The success of Macabre led to more offerings, including House on Haunted Hill, The Tingler, 13 Ghosts, Straight Jacket with Joan Crawford, and even a comedic film, Zots. At the height of his popularity, Castle had a fan club with 250,000 members. He produced 1968 classic Rosemary's Baby, starring Mia Farrow, but was unable to build on the film's success. He suffered kidney failure soon after its release. By the time he recovered, all momentum was lost, and he went back to making B-movies. In addition to movies, Castle worked in television, directing episodes of shows such as Science Fiction Theater, Man with the Camera, and The Californians. He was also the producer of the 70s anthology series Ghost Story, retitled Circle of Fear, halfway through its one-year run. His most significant acting role was also his last, as the director of the doomed Waterloo epic in the 1975 release, The Day of the Locust. William Castle died of a heart attack on May 31st, 1977, at the age of 63. He was survived by his wife Ellen, whom he married in 1948, and 2 children. Among his admirers include directors John Waters, Robert Zemeckis, and another B-movie legend, Roger Corman. In fact, Alfred Hitchcock decided to make Psycho after noting the financial success of B-movies by Castle and Corman. The protagonist in the 1993 film Matinee, played by John Goodman, is based on Castle. 2 of his films were remade by his daughter Terry Ann, who co-produced House on Haunted Hill in 1999 and 13 Ghosts in 2001. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me every Monday through Friday morning for Trivia Tracks on Fox Sports Camden 97.1.